Hello, everybody, and welcome back into Rogers Center from downtown Toronto. The Toronto Blue Jays happy to be back home to take on the Los Angeles Dodgers. And, of course, always a task. Kevin Gausman gets the start on the mound today. It is retro night for both these teams as the Dodgers go back to the Brooklyn Dodger uniforms tonight. And the Toronto Blue Jays, of course, are going with their 92 as we're starting off with Shohei Ohtani, as per usual. As here comes the first pitch of the afternoon. Swinging a ground ball. That's going to get through for a base hit to center field. A leadoff single for Shohei Ohtani here in the top of the first. Good piece of hitting here. If you're the LA Dodgers, you're not messing around. You're sitting on those pitches trying to do damage. Here's Andy Pages batting second. Swing and a pop-up to center field. Jonathan Clase is underneath it for the first out. So the Blue Jays happy to be back home. They are 8-1 in the season, facing the Dodgers a perfect 12-0. 12 straight wins to start the year for the LA Dodgers. Someone has to slow them down. Popped up infield. Springer has a beat on it. He'll make the play, 2 down. So Ohtani with a leadoff single. And the last two Dodgers have popped out. One to center and one in foul territory. Here is Freddie Freeman as he takes a first pitch strike. You know the Blue Jays playing with fire when you face this guy. There's strike two.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Freeman doesn't agree, but it caught the plate. Here it comes, ground ball. Schneider needs to make a play. He will, but safe at first is Freddie Freeman. It's an infield single. And there's 2 aboard for the Dodgers with 2 out here in the top of the first inning. Good piece of hitting here. Just sneaks it into right field. Schneider does stop it, but getting to the bag first was Freddie Freeman before the throw. And the batter is the former Blue Jay, Teoscar Hernandez. The pitch. This is grounded down the line, a fair ball. Dodgers will score, and this is going to do more. All the way of the wall. Here comes Ohtani. He will score. It's 2-0 Dodgers here in the top of the first inning. It's a double right down the first base line for Teoscar Hernandez. And the Dodgers continue their hot ways, 12-0 on the season. They already lead it 2-0. The batter is Max Muncy. The pitch, ground ball. Schneider has it. On to first, it's bobbled. And everybody's safe. The inning continues. It'll be an error against the Blue Jays. The batter is Tommy Edman. The pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
And it's inside for ball 1. Here it comes again. It is fouled out of play. 1-1 here on Edman. So Gausman in a jam in the first inning.
2 balls,
As this
1
misses,
strike.
it's 2-1. Yeah, you're just trying to get out of this without any more damage being done. 2-2 here. The pitch doesn't get him the chase. It's a full count. Will Smith is on deck. Here it comes. Does not chase, and the bases are loaded here in the first inning with the Dodgers already leading 2-0 in this special retro night. Here's Will Smith. Ground ball right to Kevin Gausman. Dodgers score 2, and they're going to score 3. A misplay at first base. It's 3-0 in the first. And the bases remain loaded. The Dodgers have already been through the lineup in the first inning. This is just not good for the Toronto Blue Jays. They need to find a way to get this third out. Here's the pitch. And it's in there for a strike against Miguel Rojas. You know what he did in the World Series last year against the Blue Jays? Here's the pitch. Fouled out of play, 0-2. Gausman just trying to get out of this. It's already 3-0.
1 ball.
And Rojas does not chase. Ready again from Kevin Gausman. Got him! On the bottom left corner. But not before the Brooklyn Dodgers score for 3. They lead at 3-0. We go bottom first. So welcome into the home first. The Blue Jays will take on the ace of the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani. As they will come up down 3-0 here in the home first. George Springer to lead it off for the Blue Jays. Here comes the pitch from Shohei Ohtani. That is fouled back by Springer. He's behind 0-1. So 3-0 Dodgers here. The pitch. Ground ball right to second. The throw on to first is just in time. 1 out. A special retro night here. It's about 1 a.m. our time. EST, Dodgers lead it 3-0. Here is Nathan Lucas batting second for Toronto. The pitch by Ohtani. It's right to the first baseman, and Freeman will run it to the bag. 2 down. Blue Jays going down quickly here, and already trailing in the game 3-0. Here is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The Dodgers went through the whole order in the first inning. The Blue Jays have gone down in order so far in the first. Here's the pitch. It's popped up to Ohtani. It drops. The throw is in time to get him. And the Blue Jays sent down in order against Shohei Ohtani. 3-0 Dodgers. We go top 2. Welcome into the top of the second. Shohei Ohtani back up. He's 1 for 1 today with a single. Swing and a high drive to deep left field. Lucas ranging back, and it gets over his head and off the wall. Ohtani on his way to third. He's going to have a leadoff triple here to start the top of the second. 2 for 2 today with a single and a triple. This was a rocket over the head of Nathan Lucas. Here's Gavin Lux. He'll take a first pitch strike in the game as a ground ball gets past Springer and down a base hit. Lux will stop at first. It's 4-0 LA in the top of the second. The batter is Mookie Betts. Kevin Gausman having a hard time in the office today. Quickly dropping, but Barger has it on a line. 1 away. So 4-0 top second. Dodgers have 12 straight wins to start the year. The Blue Jays are 8-1. As they foul off by Freddie Freeman. 0-1 the count. The pitch. Fouls it off. It's 0-2. Gausman's had a great, strong start to his year, and he gets Freddie Freeman at the top of the zone for strike 3, 2 down. The batter is Teoscar Hernandez. Former Blue Jay takes a low but first pitch strike. Man at first, 2 down. Ground ball, and it's bobbled on to first. Needs to be quick. He is not. And Hernandez reaches. It'll be another base hit. The Dodgers 2 on again. The batter is Max Muncy. And this gets away, and everyone advances 90 feet. Still 2 down. You can hear the boos here in Rogers Center. It's the pitch from Kevin Gausman. It caught the corner. Strike 1. 1-1 here. Ready again. That's outside. 2-1. The pitch again. This gets away. Everyone will stay put. And the count 3-1. Dodgers had the bases loaded in the first inning. They're about to load them again here. The pitch to Muncy. Ground ball. And picking it up and running it to the bag finally for the 3rd out. And that ends the top half of the second, but not before the Dodgers score again. Gavin Lux, an RBI single, brings home Ohtani on his triple. 4-0. We go bottom 2. Welcome into the home second. The Toronto Blue Jays lead it off here. Need to find a way to do damage if the Toronto Blue Jays just been seeing a big struggle so far from this lineup, not really hitting against Shohei Ohtani. He really is the master of keeping people off base. As here comes the pitch from to Alejandro Kirk. Swings and flies it to center field, but it's going back. It's going way back, and it's caught on the warning track for a loud first out to start the home second. You could see that Kirk thought he had it. The catch is made back on the track, 4 up, 4 down. Here is Ernie Clement. The pitch from Ohtani. He squares, gets it down. It's down the line, perfection, but they'll tag him out, 2 down. 5 up, 5 down. And here comes Davis Schneider. Special retro night between the Blue Jays and the Dodgers here in Toronto. And he gets it down, but it is right to Shohei Ohtani. 6 up, 6 down in the game so far for the Blue Jays. We head to the third. It's 4-0 LA. Welcome into the top of the third. Tommy Edman, the lead it off for the Dodgers. The pitch. This is high and deep to right. Barger watches it leave. It's 5-0 Dodgers in the third inning. And you just cannot let this happen if you're the Toronto Blue Jays. Kevin Gausman's just not throwing it where he's supposed to be today, and the Dodgers are picking up on it. 5 runs on 7 hits in this game already. What a swing by Tommy Edman, and now here is Will Smith as he swings and grounds it foul. And you might have to think about warming someone up the way Kevin Gausman is struggling early in this one. 0-2 on Smith. And that's fouled out of play as he stays alive. Ready again from Kevin Gausman. This is popped up, foul territory. Jimenez going back to get it. And he will make the play for the first out. The batter is Chris Taylor. He takes a first pitch strike, batting in the 9th spot. The pitch. Ground ball infield. This is going to be trouble, and Jimenez quickly, but not in time, as Taylor reaches on the 8th hit of the game already for the Dodgers. They're going to consider this an E3. I don't think he was going to reach. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Swinging a foul off. He's behind 0-1. 2 for 2 in the game with a single and a triple. The pitch. Ground ball to center, a base hit. Clase running in to get it. First and third. Here come the Dodgers again. And the batter is Gavin Lux. The pitch. Skied to center. Clase moving in. This is going to be close. The throw to home plate is not in time. As Lux with a sacked fly, it is 6-0 Dodgers here in the top of the third inning. And the batter is Mookie Betts. The pitch. Swinging a foul off. He's behind 0-1. The Blue Jays happy to be back home, but not the way it's going so far. As this is high and deep to left. If it's fair, it's gone. And this doesn't look any better. It's gone! 8-0 Dodgers in the top of the third inning. This is unreal. Eight runs on 9 hits, and the Dodgers continue to mash. The batter is Freddie Freeman. Takes a high, but first pitch strike. Dodgers have been sitting on those fastballs today, and there's another one! And it's gone! 9-0 Dodgers in the third inning. In this special retro night for the Blue Jays, it's not so special for them, as they trail the roadside 9-0. First time they've had a deficit to this extent this year. And the hill continues to climb. Kevin Gausman, they're going to have to switch the pitcher at some point. This might be his last batter if he can't get him out. So here's Teoscar Hernandez, and he skies it to center. So Kevin Gausman gets through 3 innings, but allows 9 runs on 10 hits. And the Dodgers on fire in this one. Welcome into the home third, Leo Jimenez to lead it off for the Blue Jays. Shohei Ohtani has been unreal so far today. 6 up, 6 down. This is dropping quickly in left field, but the catch is made on a line, 1 down. The boos continue to rain down. Here is Jonathan Clase. Got to stop the bleeding somewhere and find a way to score. The pitch. Clase grounds it. It's going to get through to center field. Blue Jays have their first hit of the night. It's a one-out single in the home third. And the batter is Addison Barger. Had a huge home run that won the Blue Jays the game back in Arizona last game. That 8-5 win. The pitch. And Barger grounds it, but it's right to the second baseman. On to second for one, back to first. A double play. And it just continues to get worse for the Blue Jays. We go to the top of the fourth. It's 9-0 Dodgers. Welcome into the top of the fourth. Max Muncy to lead off. Skies this one into the seats in right field. 0-1. The pitch. This is hit high and deep to right, but Barger trying to find it in the lights. Now he finally has it, and he makes the first out. The batter is Tommy Edman. He homered his last time up. Ground ball to third base. Jimenez has it on to first. And an error at first base made by Springer. Here is Will Smith. Takes a first pitch strike. 9-0 at top four. This is skied to center field. Jonathan Clase is underneath it for the second out. 2 down. For the Blue Jays get out of this inning without giving up runs, and you'll be in a better spot. Here is Chris Taylor. Swing in a pop-up foul territory. Springer's running to get it, and he is going to run out of room. 0-1 the count on Taylor. Ground ball, he's behind 0-2. Gosman trying to walk in now. The pitch does not get the call. 1-2, it's outside. Here it comes. Popped up infield. Springer ranging in. And he has it for the third out. Dodgers get a man on, but that's about it. Blue Jays coming up. Welcome into the home fourth. George Springer to lead it off for the Blue Jays against Shohei Ohtani. Here comes the pitch. That is grounded through for a base hit to left field. And the Blue Jays with a single to lead off the home fourth, trailing by 9. The batter is Nathan Lucas. He's been hitting well lately. The bunt master for the Blue Jays. But he's going to try to hit on this. It's going back into center, but the catch will be made. 1 down. Batting now for the Blue Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Springer at first. Lucas out, and Guerrero mashes that. It's gone. And the Blue Jays on the board here in the home fourth against Shohei Ohtani. And this is just big stuff. The Blue Jays really needed this. And they are on the board finally at 9-2. Well, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., we saw that 2 games ago in Arizona. A line drive home run. He does the same thing here and has the Jays on the board. The batter is Alejandro Kirk. 9-2, bottom of the fourth. Here's the pitch. And Kirk hits that on a line. It just gets past the shortstop, Tommy Edman. And Kirk is aboard here. Exactly what you want to see. Here comes Ernie Clement, who's also having a great season with the Blue Jays. The pitch from Ohtani, and Clement to center. That's going to be caught. What a play in center field. And there's 2 down in the inning, and the batter is Davis Schneider. Schneider's been getting great contact this year. Blue Jays are on the board now. Here's a ground ball, but it's right to shortstop. Throw on to first in time. Blue Jays on the board, but all they get is 2 thanks to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 9-2, we head to the 5th. Welcome into the top of the fifth. Shohei Ohtani standing in. He's 3 for 3 today. He takes the first pitch, strike by Kevin Gausman. Here it comes again. Ground ball. Schneider has that. On to first. Ohtani retired. The batter is Gavin Lux. He's 1 for 1 with a single today. Swings and fouls this one into the seats. It's 0-1. Special retro night as the Blue Jays return home against the unstoppable Dodgers. 12-0 to start the season. Blue Jays 8-1. Here's the pitch. Grounded, fair ball down the third base line. Lucas cutting it off quickly. He'll have to throw it in, but it won't be in time. It'll be a one-out double for Gavin Lux. Top of the order up again as here comes Mookie Betts. And Betts grounds it foul. It's 0-1. Dodgers with 11 hits in the game already as this is fouled off. It's 0-2. The pitch from Kevin Gausman. Ground ball. Clement on it. On to first. It's not in time. And first and third, the Dodgers threatening again. And it looks like that's going to be it for Kevin Gausman. Yeah, having a little bit of a hard time here. And Brendan Little is going to get some action here for the Blue Jays. First time he's coming in this season. At 49 games last year. Earned runs, almost 4 runs a game. He's going to try to change that here. The pitch. Low, ball 1. First and third, 1 out for Freddie Freeman. Grounded foul, it's 1-1. For the Blue Jays, you got to find a way to get a double play here. Fouled off by Freeman, it's 1-2. Ready again from Little. Got him! Down goes Freddie Freeman on strikes. And the first strikeout of the night for Brandon Little. Here is Teoscar Hernandez. The pitch. Low. Ball 1. Ready again. Grounded foul, 1-1 on Hernandez. First and third, the Dodgers striking yet again. And that's low, it's 2-1. Here, Teo, you're sitting on that fastball if you get it. As he chases one down and away, it's 2-2. The pitch from Brandon Little. Just foul the first base side. 2-2, here he goes again. Fouled off again by Hernandez. Best thing you can do is jam him in the hands if you can. As he fouls off another one, a great battle here between Little and Teoscar Hernandez. The pitch. And he continues to foul them off. 8 pitches this at bat. Here it comes. Just outside. It's a full count. Max Muncy on deck. The pitch. Fouled off again by Hernandez. Little already 14 pitches in the game. Here it comes. This is hit on a line to deep right, but Barger has it. And the Dodgers strand 2 in the 5th. Blue Jays coming up 9-2. Welcome into the home 5th. Leo Jimenez to lead it off for the Toronto Blue Jays against Shohei Ohtani. Here's the pitch. That is hit. Going back, all the way back. And the catch is made up against the wall. 1 down. What a play by the former Blue Jay, Teoscar Hernandez, stealing one on the track. The batter is Jonathan Clase. Bottom of the Blue Jay lineup, close to the top here, is Clase. As this is popped up. Shallow right field, quickly 2 down. The batter is Addison Barger. 9-2 Dodgers, bottom 5. Barger hits it well. Going back. It is off the top of the wall. He just missed getting to that one. So 9-2 here in the bottom of the 5th, and the top of the order coming up. It's George Springer. He's 1 for 2 today with a single. Barger at second, 2 away. The pitch. And Springer gets that. It's going back, and it is off the wall. Back-to-back doubles. In comes Barger. Springer strolls into second. It's a 9-3 game. And now you have Nathan Lucas and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. coming up this inning if they can continue the hot at-bats here in the 5th. Back-to-back doubles. something brewing for the Blue Jays as here's Nathan Lucas. The pitch. And Lucas grounds it. That is going to get stopped. The throw on the first. Not in time. Nathan Lucas legs it out for an infield single. And if the Dodgers come up with that play, they're out of the inning instead. It's just a stopped ball by Gavin Lux. Here comes Vladimir Guerrero Jr. His last time up, he had a huge hit. It was a 2-run home run to get the Jays on the board. The pitch from Ohtani. Guerrero grounds it. It's through for a base hit. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. It's a single to left field, and the hitting continues. 2 on for the Jays. It's 9-4. Look at this, just sitting on that fastball. He's going to get it and lines it right between shortstop and third base. Here is Alejandro Kirk. So Kirk to the plate. 2 on and 2 out. And Kirk grounds it up the middle, a base hit. Everyone will stay put. The bases are loaded, and here come the Blue Jays. Fans are on their feet, and none other than the cleanup hitter himself, Ernie Clement. A pitch from Ohtani. That is high, but in there for strike 1. 0-1 on Ernie Clement. 9-4, bottom 5. Game changer. Possibly. Here's the pitch from Ohtani. And Clement grounds it through for a base hit. It continues. Another run scores. It's 9-5, and the bases are reloaded for Davis Schneider. This is unreal, just in 1 inning. The pitch, grounded, it's gonna get through! Another run comes in to score. It's 9-6, and the bases are reloaded again. You just can't make this up. The Blue Jays are getting great swings, and they're just chipping between the shortstop and the third baseman, and in 1 inning, they've made this interesting. The batter is Leo Jimenez. 0 for 2. Wouldn't this be a stunner? The pitch. And Jimenez hits that. It's going back. All the way back. It's off the wall. 1 scores. The second run coming home. It's a 9-8 game. As things get real interesting here in the bottom of the 5th, you can hear this crowd. And that'll be it for Shohei Ohtani. Both starters pulled in this game. The Dodgers with 12 straight wins on the year, and they're only winning by 1 run in a game that they led 9-0. And yeah, you need to come in with something good here, and they're definitely going to try with Ryan Brazier, who has had a really good season so far. 5 earned runs against when he was on the Red Sox, but since he's come over to the Dodgers, 1.24. He's going up against Jonathan Quase, a tough customer to start his night. Quase, this is dropping. It's going back. It's off the wall. 1 will score. The second run will score. It's a 2-run double for Jonathan Quase, and the Blue Jays have the lead here in the bottom of the 5th, 10-9. This is unreal, just putting together good at-bat after at-bat. We saw the Dodgers do it early. The Blue Jays have responded, and this is unreal. Here is Addison Barger. The pitch. Barger! Unloading! It's off the wall! Quase will score. Barger slides into second. It's 11-9. This is unreal. All in 1 inning of work. The Toronto Blue Jays have turned this game around. Ryan Brazier hasn't given up much this season, but a hanging fastball off the tip of the bat of Addison Barger, and we're back to the top again with George Springer. So out of all this, surprisingly, the Blue Jays just 1 home run. Here's the pitch. Springer lines it right to third, and finally the inning has come to an end. But not before the Blue Jays find themselves in front. They lead it 11-9. Welcome into the top of the sixth. Matt Muncy to lead it off for the Dodgers against Brandon Little. The pitch. Swinging a foul off. He's behind 0-1. You're with us. This was a 9-0 LA lead. The pitch. Fouled off. It's quickly 0-2. If you're Brandon Little, you want to hold this at 11-9 as much as you can. Another foul off by Muncy. We've seen the plate appearances for the Dodgers this year. It's really hard to beat. As he winds this one into the seats. In right field. Little giving up a little bit too much contact on that last one, but he gets Muncy on this one. Strikeout number 2 for Brandon Little. One down here in the top of the sixth. And the batter is Tommy Edman. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul off. Edman with a home run in the game. The Dodgers have 4 home runs in the game. Blue Jays just 1. But they have a 11-9 lead playing small ball. Here's the pitch again to Tommy Edman. Popped up. Shallow first base. Springer underneath it. 2 down. The batter is Will Smith. He's 0 for 3. He flew out back in the 4th. That catches the top of the zone for strike 1. Brandon Little, since he's come into this game, has shut down the Dodgers. And a swing and a cut. It's 0-2. The least likely candidate would be Little to get through this lineup, but he is. And down goes Will Smith. Watching strike number 3. 2 strikeouts in the inning. Little sends down the Dodgers in order. Blue Jays coming up. They lead it 11-9. Welcome into the home sixth. Nathan Lucas to lead it off for the Blue Jays. As Ryan Brazier will have a reset inning here. Here's the pitch. Lucas can bunt and run, and he will here, but it's fair down the first base line. 1 out. The batter is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That's the only home run for the Blue Jays here today. 2 for 3. Here's the pitch. This is line, but foul of the third base side. 0-1. So 1 down here in the home sixth. The pitch. That is left over the heart of the plate, but another foul off. It's 0-2. In 1 inning, this game turned around. And another foul off as Guerrero stays alive at the plate. 0-2. Ryan Brazier going up against some of the best. The pitch. Guerrero does it again! It's gone! His second home run of the night. And the Blue Jays lead it 12-9. This is a great piece of hitting from Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's sitting on that fastball and kept fouling off those 0-2s. Finally got something he liked, and he didn't miss it. The batter is Alejandro Kirk. Blue Jays lead by 3 now. Kirk hits it on a line. That's going to get down into the gap in center field. And he's going to chance second base. Here comes the throw. It's going to be close. He's in there. A home run and a double back-to-back, and here come the Jays again. Great piece of hitting from Alejandro Kirk. The patience at the plate, the poise, and he's not going to miss it. The batter is Ernie Clements. Came up with the bases loaded and hit a single his last time up. Clement. That gets down a base hit. On his way to third is Kirk. He'll stop there. First and third, 1 out, and the Blue Jays continue to mash. And the Buffalo boys are up. Here is Davis Schneider. The pitch. Schneider over the third baseman and down a base hit. All the way to the wall. Schneider heading to second, into third is Clement. It's 13-9, and the inning continues. The Dodgers pitchers are failing them for the first time this season. 12-0 coming into tonight, and eventually you're going to lose a game, but up 9-0, there is no excuse. This is just pitching failing them. And here comes Bruce Gratterall. He's going to come in and face Leo Jimenez, who's had a very quiet season. Here's the pitch from Gratterall. And Jimenez says goodbye! The third home run of the game, and the Blue Jays have a 7-run lead. It's now 17-9, or sorry, is it 16? 16-9 Blue Jays. And you lose track when the score turns around in a heartbeat. Leo Jimenez with home run number 1 on the season. And he shows Gratterall what he's made of. Yeah, this is just right up Main Street. You cannot leave this hanging there. And 447-foot bullet into the second deck in Rogers Center in left field has given the Blue Jays a 7-run gap. Here's Jonathan Clausse. Gets it down the line, but it's foul. 1 out here in the home 6th, and the Blue Jays continue to hit. But never say never. This Dodger lineup is 12-0 for a reason. Ground ball. Another good one, but foul. 0-2 on Clausse. Ready again from Gratterall. The pitch. Got him! Down goes Clausse on strikes. 2 down here in the home 6th. The batter is Addison Barger. Here comes the pitch from Gratterall. And it is line just foul the first base side, 0-1. Gratterall shakes his head, now has the pitch he wants. 2 down here in the home 6, but the Blue Jays have blown it open. And this is bunted, but right at Gratterall, he'll throw on to first, and there's the 3rd out. Dodgers coming up, they trail by 7. It's 16-9 Blue Jays. Welcome into the top of the 7th. Brandon Little doing his job so far today in the bullpen. 4 up, 4 down since he's entered. Dodgers unable to hit him. 0-1 here on Taylor. This is line foul into the seats and right, and it's 0-2. Top of the order coming up for the Dodgers here this inning. This is skied to center field. Jonathan Clausse is underneath it. And he'll put it away for the first out. The batter is Shohei Ohtani. 3 for 4 with 2 singles and a triple. The pitch. Ground ball. Davis Schneider has it. The spin and throw is just in time to get Ohtani 2 down. The batter is Gavin Lutz. 2 for 2 today with a double and a single. He takes the first pitch strike. 6 up, 6 down for the Dodgers since that 9-0 lead. The pitch fouled off. It's 0-2. 16 consecutive runs to put the Blue Jays ahead by 7 in this one. Fouled off again. We're in the top of the 7th. We hope you're enjoying this late night game between the Blue Jays and Dodgers. A special. Here comes the pitch. Got him! Gavin Lux watches strike 3. 7 up, 7 down for Brandon Little. We go bottom 7 at 16-9 Jays. Welcome into the home 7th as Brent Honeywell Jr. enter the game. It'll be the first time he sees MLB action this season. He's coming in because it's late in this game in a 7-run deficit. Springer fouls that one off. Is it going to curve fair? No, it's foul. So Honeywell, his first pitching appearance this year, as this is line, and it is just foul. Springer thought he had it on the line, but it just curved. So here comes the pitch from Honeywell. And Springer fouls it off to stay alive. Blue Jays were trailing 9-0 as late as the 3rd inning. They have turned this game around as another foul off by Springer. 16 consecutive runs. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. a big part of that. 2 home runs today. And the pitch fouled off again by Springer. The foul tip not caught, so he's still alive. Ready again. Got Springer swinging. 1 down here in the home 7th. And the batter is Nathan Lucas. Here comes the pitch from Honeywell. Ground ball right to the first baseman. Should be an easy tag. They'll throw it, and he will make it. Honeywell unable to get to the bag first. Nathan Lucas does. And trouble standing in as here comes Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 2 home runs on the afternoon. Line drive bullets. We saw one just 2 games ago back in Arizona. Here's the pitch from Honeywell. Guerrero to center. It's going to go to the wall. Guerrero quickly on his way to second. No, he's going to stop back at first on a long, hard hit single. First and third for the Blue Jays. 1 down, and the batter is Alejandro Kirk. The pitch from Honeywell. Kirk on a line. That's dropping, and the catch is made. Coming home to score. Here comes the throw to the plate. He's in there. Nathan Lucas legs it out for a sac fly. It is 17-9. And the batter is Ernie Clement, 2 for 4 with 2 singles today. Here's the pitch from Honeywell. Ground ball right to the first base, and they will get the third out. But the Blue Jays tack on another. They lead by 8. It's 17-9. Welcome into the top of the 8th. Mookie Betts to lead it off for the Dodgers. Pitch, swinging a foul off. It's 0-1. Brandon Little 7 up, 7 down since he's come into the game. The pitch, fouled off. It's 0-2. Virtually unhittable tonight. That curveball fooling the Dodger hitters. There's another foul. Top 8. Blue Jays 17, Dodgers 9. It's fouled back. Ready again, the pitch. And another foul off by Mookie Betts. Battling here, 0-2 against Brandon Little. The pitch. Got him! The curveball fools an 8th straight Dodger. 1 down. Here is Freddie Freeman, 2 for 4 with a home run and a single. Here's the pitch from Brandon Little. High but in there for a strike. 0-1 on Freeman. Ready again from Brandon Little. Fouled off. It's 0-2. Blue Jays 17, Dodgers 9, top 8. And got him! Freddie Freeman doesn't like that. It looks like it just caught the corner. It was indeed high, though. And there's 2 down. The batter is Teoscar Hernandez. 2 for 4 with a double and a single. 9 up, 9 down for Little since he's been called into this game. Dodgers have stopped hitting since he's entered. The pitch, high, but in there it curves for a strike. It's 0-2. That curveball fooling the Dodgers here today. The pitch, no chase, just low, 1-2. Little will try to finish him here. Here it comes, ground ball, and there's Davis Schneider. On to first, and Springer bobbles it. So Hernandez reaches on another error for the Blue Jays. It's an E3. The inning's still alive. Here's Max Muncy. He'll take a first pitch strike. Dodgers with their first base runner in 9 straight batters sent down. Here's the pitch on the 0-2. It's fouled back. Blue Jays leading by 8. This is popped up at home plate. Kirk should have a play. Trying to find it. He does. And there's the third out. The Dodgers leave the man at first. Blue Jays coming up. They lead it. Welcome into the home 8th. Davis Schneider to lead it off for the Blue Jays. As Honeywell Jr. stays in this game. Here's the pitch. Schneider gets it down, but it's right at Honeywell. He'll throw on to first. 1 down. The batter is Leo Jimenez. Here's the pitch. That is hit. Going back. It is caught. Back on the warning track. What a play by Teoscar Hernandez. And there's 2 down. Jimenez can't believe it. He gave that ball a ride, but Hernandez timed the wall and made the play. Here's Jonathan Clase, but it's grounded right to the first baseman. They will tag him out. The Blue Jays go in order. 3 outs away from beating the Dodgers for the first time this season. They're 12-0 coming into tonight. Welcome into the top of the ninth. Brendan Little will stay in the game after retiring 9 of his last 10 batters. Strike 1 on Tommy Edman. Has a home run today. He's 1 for 3. The pitch. Ground ball. Leo Jimenez on to first. 1 down. The batter is Will Smith. Here's the pitch. Grounded foul. 0-1. The Dodgers down to their final 2 outs, trailing the Blue Jays by 8 here in the ninth. That's fouled back out of play. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., the player of the game. As here it comes. Hit to center field, but Jonathan Quase has a beat. He'll make the play, 2 down. So Brandon Little has come into this game and absolutely quieted the Dodger bats here this afternoon. Gosman giving up 9 runs on 10 hits. As here it's skied to left field, and the Toronto Blue Jays, back from 9-0, win it of a final score 17-9. Your player of the game is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He hit 2 home runs and a double. What a night for him. The Toronto Blue Jays find a way in comeback fashion against who was the perfect Dodgers till tonight. They were 12-0 coming into this game. Your final score, the Dodgers 9, the Blue Jays 17.